Dear students, in this session we shall discuss about Erke's classification of a stars. Before that, this video presented by Srinivas S, Assistant Professor of Physics, Government Postgrad College, Chikbalapur. Before that, you must know about a HR diagram. What is a HR diagram? HR diagram, it is a plot absolute magnitude versus surface temperature of a star, or luminosity versus surface temperature, or spectral classification of a star is nothing but HR diagram. It is an important tool to understand the star's properties like a mass, size of the star, surface temperature, evolution of the star. So now see the spectacular diagram here. So each and every dot represent in HR diagram is a star. Let's see here, some stars are appear in blue color, or some dots are appear in white color, yellow color, orange color, red color, pink color, like that only. Just see up here, 90% of the star in a interstellar space is in HR diagram comprises in a belt drawn from the leftmost top to rightmost bottom. This belt is known as the main sequence belt. 90% of the stars are comprises in this belt or in this band is known as the main sequence stars or normal stars, or which are appear our naked eye during the clear sky. So below and above the band, some stars are appear. So above the band, some stars are appear very brilliant or vibrant color. Below the band, some stars are appear white in color. So these stars we called a white dwarfs. Above the band, we found a supergiant, giants, and red giants. Next, a Erke's classification. So in previous video, we discussed about a Harvard classifications or Pickering classification. According to Harvard classifications, the stars can be classified into 7 or 9 main groups like A, O, B, A, F, like that only. So, which are classified based on the strength of the hydrogen lines. But in this case, Erke's according to her case, the stars can be grouped on the basis of the luminosity and mass of the stars. According to her case, the whole stars can be divided into 6 different luminosity classes are distinguished. First A, Roman number, first A, most luminous supergiants. First B, less luminous supergiant. Second, luminous giants. Third, normal giants. Fourth, subgiants. Fifth class, main sequence stars. So these are the classifications or groups made by the Erkes according to luminosity of a stars. Let's see up here. Type and star. 1A, very luminous supergiant star. 1B, less luminous supergiant. Second, that is nothing but luminous giants. Third, giants. Fourth class belongs to subgiants. And fifth class, dwarfs. Sixth class is a subdwarfs. And seventh class is a white dwarfs. So these are the groups or classes made by the Erkes. So let's see of here main sequence stars. Main sequence stars are a young stars. So main sequence stars are the central band of a stars on the Hertzsprung Russell diagram or HR diagram. Already you saw the band in HR diagram. These stars' energy comes from a nuclear fusion reaction as they convert hydrogen to helium, most stars, about 90%, are main sequence star. For these stars, the hotter they are, the brighter they are. The sun is a typically main sequence star. Our sun is also belongs to a main sequence star or young star. Yerkes scheme stars are assigned to a group according to the width of their spectral lines. For a group of stars with the same temperature, the luminosity class differentiates between their size like a supergiants, giants, main sequence stars and subdwarfs. So according to luminosity, the stars can be divided into 7 classes by Yerkes. So supergiant, let's see up here a spectacular diagram or vibrant. So we'll see the glorious and vibrant color of the star. This is nothing but supergiant. So supergiant is a very hottest star. So which has a vibrant energy. So whose range of the temperature of a supergiant star is lies between 50,000 Kelvin to 30,000 Kelvin. So supergiant is the largest known type of a star. Some are almost as large as our entire solar system. So example, Betelgeuse and Rigel are supergiants. These stars are rare. When supergiants are die, they supernova and become a ultimately black hole. So this is nothing but a supergiant. So supergiants are rarely found. So they are ended ultimately or died as a black hole after the supernova event. So let's see up here different stars are. So in this spectacular diagram, so different stars are appearing different colors. The colors due to by the surface temperature of the stars. So let's say up here dark blue color. This is the dark blue color because of the ionized atoms and especially helium, example Mentica. So next blue star spectra class is a B. The surface temperature found 10,000 to 28,000 Kelvin. So which having a neutral helium and some of hydrogen. Example Harpa Heridrine. Next class A, which is of air almost white in color because of the surface temperature range found in between 7,500 to 10,000 K. So which is composed by hydrogen and ionized metals. Example Sirius. So one more thing is there. So that is a class F, which is almost appear in white in color because of their surface temperature range changes from 6,000 to 7,500 Kelvin. So which is composed by hydrogen and ionized metals or calcium ion. Example Procyon. So like that only spectral G class. Our sun is a good example to the G class. The surface temperature range of our sun is 5,000 to 6,000 Kelvin. The chemical composition is ionized calcium and both neutral and ionized metals. Next orange color, let's see up here. So because of which is appear in orange color because of a whose temperature range is 3,500 to 5,000 Kelvin. So the composition is a neutral metals only. Example Alpha Centauri B. Next last class is a last class M type of the star, which is appear in red color because of a surface temperature found as 2,500 to 3,500 Kelvin. The chemical composition is ionized atoms, especially helium, like that only. Next, a blue giant. A blue giant is a huge, very hot blue star. It is a post main sequence star that burns helium. So after the main sequence stage, a star reach to the giant stage, that is known as a blue giant. So the picture is a fantastic picture is placed on the screen. This is a blue giant face of the star. Next, bright giants. So bright giants means these are 1,000 times brighter than our sun. Example, other and Sargas. Other and Sargas are the good example to the bright giants. Next, normal giants. Normal giants are hundreds times brighter than sun. Example, Arcturus and Aldebaran. So Arcturus and Aldebaran, so seen on background picture here. So this is the sun. So left sides of the sun we found a Arcturus, and right side we found a Aldebaran. So next, subgiant, more massive and luminous than the sun. These called a subgiant. So example, Acrax and Myoplacids. So which are seen on the picture only. Next, dwarfs are main sequence stars. So a group of stars whose mass and luminosity nearby equal to sun, we call it dwarf stars or main sequence stars. So our sun is also a main sequence star. Example, Sirius, Alpha Centauri and Vega. So Sirius, Alpha Centauri and Vega are seen on the background picture. So sun is almost yellow color. Alpha Centauri bright lemon color. Alpha Centauri B, this is orange in color. Next, Proxima. So these stars are belongs to a main sequence class. Next, last stars, 6th and 7th. These classes designated the sub-dwarfs and white dwarfs. Sub-dwarfs and white dwarf stars belongs to a 6th and 7th class of the stars only. So these are the Hercules classification of star. This is a very important on the examination of the point. So Hercules are classified the stars based on the luminosity of the stars. So according to him, the stars can be divided into supergiant, so blue giant, then giant, normal giants, subgiants, dwarfs are main sequence stars, and what are the white dwarfs and dwarfs. So these are the classifications of the Hercules. Thank you.